4 vegetables you must eat and 4 you should never touch if you're over 60. Many people believe that green vegetables are always good for your health, especially after you turn 60. But the truth may surprise you. Some familiar vegetables are silently causing harm, raising blood sugar levels, accelerating aging, and even increasing the risk of serious heart disease. In this article, you will discover 4 vegetables that should be a regular part of the diet for anyone over 60, helping reduce inflammation, improve memory, and strengthen heart health. Plus, a warning about 4 common but dangerous vegetables that can worsen problems like high blood pressure, diabetes, and digestive disorders. What's alarming is that the most dangerous vegetable might already be on your plate every day. And one study shows it could increase your risk of heart failure by up to 91%. If you want to stay sharp, healthy, and free from disease as you age, this is information you cannot afford to miss. Before we begin, leave a comment below. Which city or province are you watching from? Now, let's get started. 4 excellent vegetables people over 60 should eat regularly. 1. Purple cabbage. A humble vegetable but a natural tonic for people over 60. As we age, the body becomes more sensitive to factors such as inflammation, blood pressure disorders, memory decline, poor digestion, and a weakened immune system. That's why people over 60 need to be especially mindful of the foods they consume daily. Among countless choices, one common, inexpensive vegetable provides powerful benefits for overall health: purple cabbage. What makes purple cabbage special lies in its vibrant color. This deep purple hue indicates a high concentration of anthocyanins, a group of potent antioxidants that help neutralize free radicals, protect cells from damage, and slow down the aging process. For older adults, anthocyanins play a vital role in reducing chronic inflammation, improving blood circulation, and preventing atherosclerosis, all common health concerns after 60. A 2020 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed anthocyanin-rich vegetables like purple cabbage had a 24% lower risk of heart disease compared to those who consumed less. This is a significant number for anyone seeking a simple yet effective dietary strategy to protect their heart later in life. In addition to cardiovascular benefits, purple cabbage is also a best friend of the digestive system. Thanks to its high fiber content and natural prebiotics, it helps improve bowel function and prevent constipation, a very common issue among older adults. Moreover, by nourishing gut microbiota properly, the immune system is also strengthened, allowing the body to better fight infections and metabolic disorders. Another lesser-known benefit of purple cabbage is its positive impact on brain health. Anthocyanins support better blood flow to the brain and reduce oxidative stress on neurons, thereby helping slow down memory decline, enhance alertness, and potentially prevent cognitive diseases like Alzheimer's, which is increasingly common in those over 60. However, to retain its full nutritional value, preparation methods matter. Since anthocyanins are heat-sensitive, eating raw is best. Try tossing it in a salad with olive oil and apple cider vinegar. If raw isn't your preference, lightly stir-frying it for 2-3 minutes or using it in cold dishes can still preserve most of its antioxidants without losing its health benefits. Purple cabbage is also easy to store, stays fresh in the fridge for 1 to 2 weeks, is affordable, and available at nearly every supermarket or local market. Incorporating purple cabbage into your meals 2-3 times a week is a simple yet effective way to support heart health, improve digestion, strengthen immunity, and maintain mental clarity. It's truly a vegetable that deserves a regular spot in the diets of all middle-aged and older adults. 2. Okra, an underrated vegetable that's incredibly essential for people over 60. Among the many everyday fruits and vegetables, okra often gets overlooked. Some dislike its slimy texture. Others find its mild flavor unappealing. However, once you pass the age of 60, a time when the body becomes more sensitive and increasingly reliant on natural nutritional support, okra stands out as a truly valuable choice. It's not flashy nor marketed as a miracle superfood, but okra provides essential health benefits, from stabilizing blood sugar, protecting the heart, supporting memory, to strengthening bones and maintaining daily energy. One of the main reasons okra is especially important for seniors is its ability to regulate blood sugar, a critical factor as the body becomes less responsive to insulin. After 60, many people may enter a prediabetic state or develop type 2 diabetes without even realizing it. The unique slimy layer in okra, rich in soluble fiber called mucilage, helps slow down sugar absorption after meals. As a result, blood sugar levels remain more stable, reducing fatigue, dizziness, and sudden afternoon drowsiness. A 2021 study published in Food Science and Nutrition found that participants who consumed okra daily for 8 weeks reduced their fasting blood sugar levels by an average of over 20%, a significant result comparable to the effects of some hypoglycemic medications, but without side effects. This makes okra a natural ally, especially beneficial for those monitoring their blood glucose or aiming to prevent complications related to diabetes, such as heart disease, vision loss, or nerve damage. Beyond blood sugar control, okra is also a good source of quercetin and flavonoids, antioxidants that protect brain cells from oxidative damage, helping reduce memory decline and lack of focus. As cognitive function begins to slow with age, adding brain protective nutrients like those in okra can make a real difference, supporting short-term memory, mental clarity, and lowering the risk of dementia. Okra is also rich in vitamin K, folate, and calcium, which are crucial for maintaining bone density and proper blood clotting. After 60, the risk of osteoporosis and fractures rises sharply, and the body needs bone-friendly foods like okra more than ever. In addition, the folate content aids in red blood cell formation, helping reduce fatigue and sustain daily vitality. Another big plus is that okra is easy to cook, store, and budget-friendly. It can be boiled, steamed, lightly stir-fried, or roasted. For those who dislike its sliminess, soaking okra in apple cider vinegar or a diluted saltwater solution for 20–30 minutes before cooking helps reduce the texture while preserving its full nutritional value. 3. Beets, a simple root that can improve blood pressure, memory, and circulation after age 60. As we age, our bodies become more susceptible to issues like high blood pressure, poor circulation, memory decline, and persistent fatigue. While many turn to medications or supplements to address these problems, a natural, affordable, and incredibly effective option can be found right in your kitchen: beets. Not only are they inexpensive and widely available, but beets are also a valuable source of nutrients that people over 60 should include regularly in their diet. What makes beets special is their high natural nitrate content. Once inside the body, nitrates are converted into nitric oxide, a compound that helps dilate blood vessels, improving circulation, lowering blood pressure, and reducing strain on the heart. This is especially important after age 60, when arteries lose elasticity and blood flow slows down, forcing the heart to work harder. A study published in Hypertension Research in 2019 showed that seniors who consumed beetroot juice daily for 4 weeks experienced an average drop of 11 mmHg in systolic blood pressure, a significant improvement for anyone managing hypertension. Beyond heart health, beets also support brain function. Nitric oxide improves blood flow to the frontal lobe, the area of the brain responsible for memory and decision-making. As a result, regular beet consumption may slow cognitive decline and enhance focus. A 2017 study even found that older adults who drank beet juice before exercise had significantly increased blood flow to the brain. In addition to nitrates, beets are rich in beta-alanes, powerful antioxidants that reduce inflammation and soothe joint pain, particularly beneficial for those with arthritis or joint degeneration. Beets also provide folate and manganese, which help form red blood cells, reduce fatigue, and support a healthy metabolism, all of which are common concerns in older adults. To preserve the most nutrients, you can roast whole beets with the skin on or juice them fresh. Adding apple or ginger can make the juice more palatable. If convenience is a concern, you can opt for pre-cooked vacuum-packed beets. They're preservative-free, nutritious, and ready to eat. By simply adding beets to your diet 2-3 times a week, you may notice visible improvements in blood pressure, memory, and overall energy. A simple yet powerful step toward better health after 60. 4. Kale. The super vegetable that protects the heart, eyes, brain, and bones after age 60. Among leafy greens, kale is often hailed as the queen of vegetables. And this reputation is well-deserved, especially for older adults. With its rich nutrient profile and positive impact on several vital organs, kale is an excellent choice for maintaining overall health after the age of 60. One of kale's most remarkable benefits is its ability to support vision and memory, two functions that typically decline with age. Kale is rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, two powerful carotenoids that filter harmful blue light, protect the retina, and slow the progression of macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss in seniors. These compounds also act as a protective barrier for brain cells, reducing oxidative stress and preventing cognitive decline. A study published in the journal Neurology found that seniors who consumed diets rich in lutein and zeaxanthin retained alertness and memory up to 32% longer than those with lower intake. This is a key factor in maintaining independence and mental clarity in daily life. Kale is also an ideal companion for heart health. High levels of potassium and magnesium in kale help regulate blood pressure, stabilize heart rhythm, and reduce the risk of stroke. Potassium assists the body in flushing out excess sodium, a major contributor to high blood pressure in older adults, while magnesium protects heart muscle and supports healthy circulation. Another standout feature of kale is its extremely high vitamin K content, a critical nutrient for strong bones and fracture prevention. Just a small serving of kale provides multiple times the daily requirement, helping older adults combat osteoporosis and joint degeneration. Kale also contains kaempferol, a potent anti-inflammatory plant compound. Regular consumption can help reduce silent, chronic inflammation, a root cause of many age-related diseases such as diabetes, heart disease, and even mood instability. However, proper preparation is important to avoid potential thyroid issues. Light steaming, sautéing, or making soups are ideal methods. Kale can also be turned into a healthy snack like kale chips, crispy, delicious, and great for older adults looking for nutritious options. Next, we'll explore 4 common vegetables that may pose hidden risks for people over 60, ranked from least to most concerning. The following insights might surprise you, and perhaps even inspire an immediate change in your eating habits. And sometimes, a small change can lead to a big improvement in your long-term health. 1. Corn, the sweet vegetable that silently raises blood sugar and harms the heart after age 60. Corn is a staple in many daily meals, from boiled and grilled corn to soups and breakfast cereals. Its naturally sweet taste, ease of preparation, and affordability make it a favorite among older adults. However, after the age of 60, when cardiovascular and metabolic functions begin to decline, consuming corn regularly can lead to serious health consequences. The biggest concern with corn lies in its high glycemic index (GI), meaning it causes blood sugar levels to spike quickly, similar to sugary desserts or soft drinks. While younger individuals may still regulate insulin effectively, those over 60 often experience reduced insulin sensitivity. This makes blood sugar levels fluctuate more dramatically, increasing the risk of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. A 2020 study published in Diabetes Care found that seniors who frequently consumed corn had a 46% higher risk of developing insulin resistance compared to those who limited their intake. What's more, corn doesn't just affect blood sugar. It also impacts heart health by contributing to weight gain and placing extra strain on the circulatory system. In addition to its rapidly absorbed carbohydrates, corn lacks soluble fiber, the type that slows digestion and helps stabilize blood sugar. As a result, eating corn often causes a short-lived energy spike, followed by fatigue, hunger, and overeating. Over time, this pattern leads to visceral fat accumulation and metabolic disorders, both of which are key risk factors for high blood pressure, fatty liver, and stroke in older adults. Processed corn products like canned corn, creamed corn, and corn-based snacks often contain added sugars, salt, and preservatives, further contributing to inflammation and metabolic imbalances. Even fresh corn isn't as harmless as it once was, as modern sweet corn varieties have been bred to contain significantly more natural sugar than in the past. For those over 6'2", potatoes, a comfort food that can pose risks to heart and blood sugar after age 60. Potatoes have long been associated with warm, comforting meals, from creamy mashed potatoes to crispy fries and savory baked dishes. However, after the age of 60, when cardiovascular health and metabolic function begin to decline, this familiar food can silently become a threat to your well-being, especially if consumed frequently or prepared in unhealthy ways. Potatoes are high in starch and have a very high glycemic index (GI), meaning they cause a rapid spike in blood sugar after eating. For older adults, this can lead to insulin imbalance, post-meal fatigue, and over time, insulin resistance, a key contributor to type 2 diabetes and uncontrolled weight gain. The risk is even higher when potatoes are deep-fried, mashed with butter, or baked with cheese, cooking methods that significantly increase saturated fat and sodium intake. A large-scale study published in the BMJ in 2016 found that people who ate potatoes more than 4 times a week had a 33% higher risk of high blood pressure compared to those who consumed them less frequently. The risk comes not only from the potato itself, but also from the formation of acrylamide, a harmful compound created when potatoes are cooked at high temperatures. Acrylamide has been linked to blood vessel inflammation, nerve damage, and increased cardiovascular risk. Another overlooked issue is peeling potatoes, which removes most of their fiber content, concentrated in the skin. This results in a food that is essentially pure starch, absorbed quickly into the bloodstream and digested inefficiently. For older adults with slower metabolism, this can trigger visceral fat gain, fatty liver, and prolonged fatigue after meals. The sensible solution for those over 60 is to minimize potato intake, especially in fried or processed forms. If you still want something similar, opt for sweet potatoes, which are higher in fiber, have a lower glycemic index, and are rich in beta-carotene beneficial for eye health. Other healthier alternatives include cauliflower, pumpkin, or rutabaga, all of which help you feel full longer while supporting better blood sugar and blood pressure control. 3. Eggplant. The purple vegetable that may seem healthy but can trigger joint inflammation, digestive issues, and kidney stones in older adults. Eggplant is often viewed as a healthy vegetable thanks to its vibrant color and versatility in cooking. However, for people over 60, eggplant may pose unexpected health risks, especially for those with joint issues, digestive sensitivity, or reduced kidney function. First, eggplant belongs to the nightshade family, alongside potatoes, tomatoes, and peppers. These vegetables contain natural alkaloids, especially solanine and nasunin, compounds that can irritate cells at the molecular level. In older adults, the body may react more strongly to these alkaloids, potentially triggering or worsening chronic inflammation, joint pain, and post-meal fatigue. A 2021 study published in Frontiers in Pharmacology found that alkaloids in eggplant can increase oxidative stress, interfere with neurotransmission, and intensify inflammatory responses. Many people with chronic arthritis report increased pain after eating eggplant, particularly when it's deep-fried or grilled at high temperatures. Moreover, eggplant absorbs a lot of oil, making fried dishes high in fat and calories. When combined with alkaloids and oxidation products from hot oil, it creates an environment conducive to chronic inflammation, especially affecting joints and blood vessels. Another concern is that eggplant contains oxalates, compounds that can accumulate and form kidney stones, especially in older adults with declining kidney function. Regular consumption, particularly in processed or oxalate-rich combinations, increases the risk of developing calcium oxalate stones. Digestively, eggplant has tough fiber and thick skin, which can cause bloating, gas, or indigestion if not cooked thoroughly. People with IBS or a sensitive stomach may not tolerate eggplant well. So, should older adults avoid eggplant entirely? Not necessarily. But if you experience joint pain, fatigue after eating, or have a history of kidney stones, monitor your body's reaction and adjust accordingly. If you'd still like to eat eggplant, consider the following. Soak in salt water to reduce bitterness and alkaloids. Peel the skin if you have a sensitive digestive system. Avoid frying, steam, add to soup, or stir-fry lightly with olive oil for a safer option. Being selective with your food choices helps adults over 60 maintain stable health and prevent hidden risks from seemingly healthy ingredients. 4. Canned tomatoes. A convenient choice that can disrupt hormones and increase heart risk in seniors. Tomatoes are known for their health benefits, rich in vitamin C, lycopene, and antioxidants that support heart health, reduce inflammation, and enhance skin. However, this is only true for fresh tomatoes. For canned tomatoes, a convenient kitchen staple in many American households, seniors need to be particularly cautious. The biggest danger doesn't come from the tomatoes themselves, but from the metal packaging. Most cans are lined with BPA, bisphenol A, an industrial chemical known to disrupt the endocrine system. BPA can mimic estrogen, disturbing hormonal balance, already in decline with age, leading to fatigue, weight gain, sleep disturbances, and memory loss. A 2020 study in Environmental Research found that individuals with high BPA levels had a 91% higher risk of heart disease compared to those with lower levels. In older adults, with reduced liver and kidney function, BPA tends to accumulate and cause long-term harm to the cardiovascular system, nervous system, and metabolic health. Even more concerning, tomatoes are highly acidic, which accelerates the breakdown of BPA lining in cans, allowing more of this harmful chemical to leach directly into the food. So each time you eat canned tomato soup, sauce, or diced tomatoes, you're also ingesting a significant amount of BPA. In addition to BPA, canned tomatoes often contain high sodium levels. 1 cup of tomato sauce can have up to 500 mg of sodium, about 25% of the daily recommended limit for older adults. Too much salt increases blood pressure, causes water retention, swelling, and worsens heart and kidney function, especially in those with hypertension or heart failure. For a safer option, consider the following. Prioritize fresh tomatoes or homemade tomato juice. Choose products packaged in glass jars or cans labeled BPA-free. Rinse canned tomatoes before use to reduce excess sodium. Make your own sauce using fresh tomatoes, olive oil, and garlic. It's healthier and tastier. Switching to fresh tomatoes is a small change that can make a big impact on your health, helping seniors protect their hormones, control blood pressure, and keep their hearts strong. Share this article with loved ones over 60. And remember, good health doesn't come from luck. It starts with small daily choices.